Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rose Writes and I write and narrate Miraculous Ladybug fan fiction. Big shout out to Nemediana for this beautiful artwork in my thumbnail. She is such an amazing person and artist. Her links will be in the description box below. Now then, please enjoy I Think I Like You. Well? Cat Noir asked, growing impatient, his lean frame propped against the railing as he crossed his arms, tapping his foot. Well, what? I asked innocently. Oh no, I thought frantically, having spaced out again. My ADHD was showing. He rolled his eyes at me with an incredulous chuckle. Cat often spaced out, but me? I was always on high alert. Except now. My mind felt scattered, especially when he looked at me. Oh God, don't look at me! But alas, his striking neon eyes stared down at me, nuzzling into my heart. Stupid cat. I could feel the heat rising to my cheeks as I looked away. The sun set on the other side of Paris, so now my eyes burned a bit from the sun peeking over the horizon, but it was worth it so he wouldn't notice my blushing. For so long I had admired Cat Noir for the little things, the way he called me little bug, held me when I couldn't physically stand anymore. And now, even with most of the miraculous missing, he still finds it in himself to be by my side, and even tell me he loves me. After all this time? After this mess I caused? Even after I threw him in the trash can? I still winced thinking about it. I liked Cat Noir. Maybe even loved him, though I had no right to. An arm draped around my shoulder, causing my posture to stiffen. There you go again, LB, drifting off. Are you sure you're okay? He gave me a gentle squeeze. I wriggled out of his light grasp, my heart echoing like a drum in my chest. I desperately wanted to be near him, but still I moved away. Habit, I suppose. I'm just a walking oxymoron at this point. I noticed his smirk fall a bit, but in typical cat fashion that didn't last long. He smiled at me, sitting, back to the railing of the Eiffel Tower, patting the spot beside him. Sitting close to Cat Noir. Sure, no problem. I had done that countless times before. Why did my hands feel sweaty even through my suit? You mean the suit can protect me from devastating blows, but can't protect me from a little sweat? Ugh. I wrung my hands together, shaking them anxiously. His expectant eyes lingering on me, never faltering. I sat, folding my legs beneath me, silence passing between us. It wasn't a tense silence, though. It felt comfortable, easy as breathing. Well, maybe not, because breathing felt quite difficult at the moment. My chest tightened with every inhale. I stole a glance, met with a cheeky smile from my partner. Oh no! Did he catch me staring? I whipped my head around, my signature pigtails flying around my face. The red ribbons licked my cheeks a bit painfully as the light breeze caused them to dance all around. What's on your mind? Cat Noir asked warmly. What's on my mind? My thoughts echoed. Too much. I thought about the impending doom of the villain obtaining nearly all the miraculous. But at the same time, I thought about how Cat Noir smelled of my favorite cologne and vanilla. Or maybe coconuts? And how I'd love to get closer to find out for sure. I'm just thinking, I said, lacking conviction. As Ladybug, I typically showed myself as a confident, outspoken hero. But sitting next to this boy I like? Oh, why am I like this? I grimaced, which didn't go unnoticed. I gathered that much, m'lady. Talk to me. Cat could read me too well. He placed a paw on my hand, reiterating, "Please?" He puckered out his bottom lip, unaware of my urge to lean in and kiss him. "That's new. I'm thinking about this boy I kind of, sort of, like." If my words stung, he didn't show it. He paused thoughtfully. "Is it the same boy as before?" I'm surprised you remembered that I had a crush on someone in the past, because I honestly had forgotten. No," I replied, a bit shocked myself. "Does he like you too?" "I don't really know. I think he does, but I don't know." I pulled my hand away, hugging my knees tightly to my chest, partly due to the wind, but also to avert his gaze. "Any guy would be lucky to call you his bug. You're perfect." He blushed, a stark contrast with his black mask. I mean, at least to me. Why did he have to say such foolish things? Such wonderfully beautiful, foolish things. The blush returned with a vengeance to my own face. I cleared my throat, patting my cheeks a few times, attempting to erase the redness. "Thanks, Cat. I appreciate that. Really, but I don't deserve the boy that I like. I've done some terrible things, and..." I trailed off as I noticed a tear rolling down my face. Cat wiped my tear-stained cheek with the back of his leather hand. "Ladybug, I'm not going to tell you that you're not responsible for those actions, because you are. But stress causes us to do things we wouldn't normally do. If you like this guy, tell him. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe he'll say no, and then you'll finally go on a date with me," he added for a bit of extra flair. After a year of pestering me for a date, and now it was something I desperately wanted. I nodded my head. I had to tell Cat Noir how I felt. He supported me through everything. In just a year, I had become a superhero, took on the Miraculous guardianship, fallen in and out of love, and then fell in like with Cat Noir. Or in love again. "Ladybug? Shoot, get it together, girl!" I tugged on my pigtail, smoothing a loose strand out of my face, then promptly blowing air out of my mouth, the strand returning in front of my eyes. "Cat," I said tentatively, "I have to tell you something." He scooted a few inches closer to me, our hands barely brushing. "Anything, m'lady." He spoke sweetly. I made eye contact with my partner for the first time all evening, feeling that spark, like electricity coursing through my veins, lighting my heart on fire. Everything vanished, my fears and worries, and all that remained was him, Cat Noir. "I think I like you." The words tumbled from my quivering lips. His mouth hung agape, waiting for me to elaborate, which of course I didn't. "You like..." he started, ending by gesturing to himself. I nodded, hiding my head. "Yes," I squeaked in a voice more akin to my multi-mouse persona. He still stared, and stared, and stared. "I like you," I repeated with more confidence. "A lot." "You do? Since when, and for how long, and..." A stream of questions tumbled from his mouth, before, still pausing, his mouth opened like a flytrap, words failing. "I understand if you don't like me after everything. I just wanted to tell you how I felt." I suddenly began to panic. Telling him this was stupid. Why did I do it? Of course he'd have some adverse reaction, and I couldn't blame him. I stood, my knees nearly buckling. "Sorry, I better go. I'll... Cat shot up to grab my hand, pulling me into him. Ladybug, I love you. I've always loved you. Even now? He picked my chin up to meet his eyes. Especially now. Cat pressed a kiss to my forehead, soft and sweet. It's you and me against the world, m'lady. Now and forever. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like and subscribe while you're at it. That would be amazing. If you made it to the end, say Cat and Bug Team. And as always, stay miraculous.